Hello everybody and welcome back to another Magic Arena draft where we are back into some Alchemy Lorwyn Eclipsed. This is the second draft of Alchemy and will probably just be my last one to do. Just again a little bit of something different with the draft format. And remember, don't forget to like and subscribe. And with that over and said and done, let's head on into our pack one, pick one. And our alchemy card is the Preponderant Pearl, with it's specifically for merfolks. So when it enters, conjure a card named Ponder, and whenever one of our merfolk you control deals combat damage, you can sacrifice to conjure a flood strand. So I suppose you don't have to have it in merfolk for the second ability, but essentially you're playing one blue to just get a ponder might be okay, I suppose. And our rare is the Dawnhand Dissident, which is a blight mechanic, which is probably actually the one I'm going to be taking, as it can be pretty good within the kind of blight type of I guess counters and blight matters. So that's definitely going to be taking what I will be taking this turn. What else are we looking to kind of, didn't get time to have a look at back what we have enough time to look at what we had coming back. So now we've got a Hallowed Fountain in our rare slot, and the alchemy is reach, green creature, 3 mana for 2/4 reach. When it enters, for each forest and tree folk, they perpetually get 2 green, tap and 2 green, which I guess is okay, but if your hand literally has 0 forests or tree folk, then it's just a 3 mana 2/4 with reach, because it doesn't add mana itself. So I don't think I'm actually going to take that. What am I going to be looking at? I'm kind of like looking at maybe Blight Rot in black. Don't think I want to take the Hallowed Fountain this early. Kind of hoping that the deck does a little bit better than my previous draft, so spoilers not so great. So I guess there's also a protective response, but again I think I'll stick with the black, and I kind of got the -1 counter synergy. A Winnow Wing, 4 mana convoke. For each player you choose a creature that player controls, then each player sacrifices all other creatures they don't control that share a creature type. So kind of a one-sided board wipe a little bit. Is any alchemy in here? There's no alchemy in here. Guess I can take the Morkant's Eyes now for the elf deck, as I do have an elf warlock, and I haven't played with the Morkant's Eyes. I've done an elf deck, but not with this kind of the mill deck. I didn't have more of the mill. A second Morkant's Eyes. Wow. Okay. Well, that's definitely sending signals to me that elves might be open. There's now a Reaping Willow, which would be also pretty good with the elf, though triple black might be quite hard. Gathering Stone is also another one for the elves, or just the tribal based decks, but a second Morkant's Eyes I think I will absolutely take here. Okay, no alchemy cards. Alchemy cards gone. When this creature enters, if you control 3 or more creatures, return a target permanent card from your go-to hands. Actually, that doesn't necessarily have to be a Kithkin, and that's pretty good. You can get something back later on. And also in green, as a Safe Right Cavalry, I suppose, or the Foraging Wickermore. But I think I'll take the Weaver, because of the uncommon. That might be hard to get, even though it's not an elf. I think I'll still take it. Mirror Mind Crown, don't think so, though. With the Morkant's Eyes, that's slightly tempting, honestly. Though I might just want to take, I guess, a Perfect Intimidation. Flash when it enters, attached to a creature control that gains Wither. That's probably a bit too cute. There's nothing else in this pack that's actually looking great to me, so I guess I'll take the black. Okay, an Eclipsed Elf now, so yeah, I think elves might be open. So maybe we can do the green-black elves again, assert perfection. Don't know if I want the Dawn Blessed Pennant. Guess I'll take Assert Perfection as some removal. Though I guess Elves doesn't go big, but it might be okay here. Blighted Blackthorn. Whenever this creature enters or attacks, you may blight 2, and if you do, you can draw a card and lose a life. I guess it's got a big body for blighting onto. Sure. Well, that came back around. I've got a tree folk and I do have green. It might be worth taking again. So we'll see at the end. I might not run it. Okay, I guess I'm not. I might be in blue. Could be some Sultai, but don't think so. A little bit weak at the end of those picks for the Elves. Blight 2, exile target card from a graveyard. During your turn, you may cast creature spells from among the cards you own. And again, what's this one? Sith Githkin. Yeah, okay, well, not going to be in white, but take the uncommon here. Unforgiving A might be okay, actually. Again, it's flying removal, enchantment, and creates a 2/2, so might be okay. Okay, pack 3, and our alchemy is an opulent clumper. There's an eclipsed elf, and another winnowing. And it looks like I might just be taking the eclipsed elf here over the opulent clumper. I'm not really vivid stuff though. There is obviously the big green creature which I passed last time, but I think I'm sticking with Elves because of the more cants is Elves matters. So I'm probably just taking another eclipsed elf here. And hopefully there isn't too many other people elfing. Mistbind, click, and a perennial Grave Warden. As a rare menace. When it enters, it perpetually gets +1/+1. So it's a 2-mana 2/2, and at the beginning of your end step, if a creature entered and a creature died, return this card from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped. So it's a 2/2 that can come back, I suppose. So it's an elf as well, and there's a pummeler, which I was thinking of. There's an elf there as well. And Gloom Ripper, Elf Assassin. When it enters, target creature you control gets +X/-X. That's maybe that being black, a black elf, that might come back. But I think I want to take the cheaper creature here. Wow, Overgrown Tomb is pretty good actually. I might take that, yeah. Nothing else in the pack is worth worrying about. I guess this Scarblaze Malice is the only other creature that I would maybe want to take an Evolving Wild. So Overgrown Tomb, pretty good for the land. Chomping Changeling, sorry, is there. Bog Slither might be okay, but actually the Chomping Changeling is probably okay. Also, again, it's an elf for Morkant's Eyes. Though I don't actually have much removal. The Changeling might come back, so actually I probably should take the Bog Slither Embrace. It's a pummeler. Okay, these packs now are getting a bit weak. Might just take a big 6/5 body at this stage. Again, that 5-mana, sorry, the 2-mana oof that gets a colour each upkeep might come back around, which might work for the pummeler. The Perfect Intimidation, again, might be okay with the Blighted Blackthorn, just to take off, I guess, the counters. Elf Berserker, this creature must be blocked, so yeah, I've seen that's probably quite nice. Maybe it's either that or the Midnight Tilling, but again, I'll take the body because that forces a block on this creature. that allows another creature to get in. So I guess I'll take the 3 mana 4/2. And Shapeshifter, that's quite good. Actually triggers the Morcant's Eye, so it says it sees it as a creature. It's a Dawnhand Eulogist, but I think I generally see them kind of come around later on. Or there's quite a lot of elves coming around actually. I think I'm going to take some removal at this stage. What is this one? Mill 3, then each creature... Oh, that's what I saw in the pack 1, wasn't it? So that's probably a pretty good as well. Stoic Grove, yeah. And actually you can get it back with the Weaver, Doomweaver. Again, I stuck with the Elf Warrior. So yes, getting quite a few elves now. Though nothing like crazy bomb, I would say. Like this is, even though it's a rare, it's not a bomb. Dawnhand Eulogist, so yeah, it's the first one. Maybe a combat trick. Okay, so it doesn't look like that 5 mana elf, the rare, came back. I guess people just maybe took it because it was rare. Unless there is actually someone else drafting elves, because I guess it was very elf specific. At the beginning of your end step, if a creature entered and a creature died, return this card from your graveyard to the battlefield. So I guess that's why when it enters it perpetually. So if you've got ways to get it back, it will be it just kind of grows itself. So probably not too often, I would say. But maybe I can try and get some grave, what they're called, like the grave digger creatures. Okay, so the Alchemy is a preponderant pearl. So Lissalana is probably the one I'm looking at now. Yeah, this pack is pretty weak for me, I have to say. I guess there's a Tender Sprigs, but not really. Yeah, the Alana is probably the only one that's actually attractive in this deck at this moment. And again, I think this can be a 16 land deck. As another Lissalana and the Craterous Stomp, and I don't think I'm going to be Abigaling. Not worth it. Actually, maybe the Lissalana Informant might wheel. So that's probably another one that I would look at. Actually, maybe Gathering Stone might be pretty good here now, because this Lissalana, that one came back around. So actually, yeah, the Gathering Stone might be pretty good. There's another Topsoil Turner, or Pitiless Fist. Honestly, the Reaping Willow might be okay, because then you can get back the perennial. So actually the Reaping Willow might be okay here. Might be better than the Blighted Blackthorn. And again with the Dawnhand, another perennial Grave Warden. Yeah, so the Blighted Blackthorn, I might not need, and I might not even need the Pummeler, honestly. Try and keep the curve low and try and out-value. There's another Dundulan Weaver, but got to take the perennial Grave Warden number 2, I think. Okay, there's an Elf. That's a go wide one, which actually might be pretty good for if we do get to trigger off our Morcant's Eyes. Because how many Elves I currently got? Only 9 actually, but might still be okay. So that, again, the Moon Vigil might be okay. Again, there's nothing else really in the deck. Sorry, in that pack that I'm looking at. Mutable Explorer. Actually, that might be pretty good. It is an elf. There's a ramp also. So, okay, another elf one. Codername Forest in about only for 2. Wow, yeah. Okay, so whoever is to the right of me is definitely not in elves. Like, yes, these are rares, but they're not like broken alchemy rares that we have seen in the past. 1 mana Death Touch, conjure a card named Forest on the battlefield, activate if you have 2 more elves in your graveyard. So again, that can be something. Creekwood Safe, right, might also be an okay one. Again, for getting things into the graveyard. Again, it's keeping the curve low. Don't think I'm going to be any of these. I might just take the rare there. There's the Alyssa, which I thought was going to come back around, but I honestly don't know if I want it. Like, my deck's pretty set as it is, but I guess I'll take it over the others. I was tempted to take the 3-mana Surveil, but don't think so. Obviously, definitely going to need to be doing some cuts. I think the Reaping Willow is probably going to be quite good. Maybe I don't need the perfect intimidation. Eulogist might be okay to keep. Okay, let's have a look and see what we can cut. Okay, let's have a look at our deck and make some cuts. So, okay. What do I want to remove is the question. Do I want to keep the Unforgiving Aim? I suppose it's probably quite a versatile card. I guess actually maybe the Assert Perfection won't be quite good now, and I do have other removal spells. Kind of feel like maybe the Dundulan still is good enough to keep, though it's obviously pretty much the one and only I guess because I've got maybe the Reaping Willow, that might be a better way to get back creatures. Or maybe the Safe Right Cavalry might be the weakest one at the in my 4-drop slot. Like, the Moon Vigil is pretty good because it does matter for grave creatures in your graveyard also, not just like your that are on the battlefield. So actually maybe the Safe Right Cavalry. Again, I think I keep the Gathering Stone because of how many elves I've got. So 16 creatures, 2 elves, and then 1, so 13 elves. So I think it's probably worth keeping. Maybe the Scarblade's Malice might not be that great. And I think, yeah, I keep the Unforgiving Aim, and then you've also got the Nameless Inversion as an elf. The Blightroots, I probably want to keep the Bog Slither's Embrace because again my removal isn't particularly great, so I think this is kind of what I'm looking at. A lot of 2-drops. I guess the other one maybe not be is the Alyssa. So if I was to take out the Alyssa as a 2-drop, I could add in a 4-mana 4/4. Because what, 6? I don't really need any more creatures. I could add in a big pummeler, probably not, or add in the perfect intimidation. The Alyssa it's still a 2/3 for 2, which is pretty good. Yeah, I think I'm going to keep it like that. So 16 lands, I think, is also good here. So Overgrown Tomb, and probably do it like that. Because obviously I've got more green than I do black. I guess the only thing is the Reaping Willow being triple black, but again, it's kind of a late game card, which might be okay. So yeah, I think we should be okay. So yeah, let's run it back like this. So 16 lands, 8 black sources and 9 green sources, an Eclipsed Elf, and then a Gathering Stone again should hopefully help and reduces the cost of stuff. And hopefully we can at least get a few more wins than the first Alchemy draft I got. So let's head on into game 1. Well, welcome back. Here we are for our first game for the Elves deck. And I am on the draw with an Elvish Elegy that might mill some cards for the Lis Alana and then the Gathering Stone to refuel. So definitely going to keep that. And see what we mill. Land, and a Reaping Willow. A little bit unfortunate, but so I guess I'm taking a land. Okay. So well, that Reaping Willow is gone forever. I don't think I'm going to be able to get it back. So let's just play this, and obviously that's going to show them the Nameless Inversion, but want to at least get something on the board. Is it going to stick around is the question. It doesn't currently tap for mana, so it's just a 2/3. Well, I guess it's got 1, which is the Elvish Elegy. And obviously the inversion would then be 2. No, not going to be killing that. Might end up just being tapped Overgrown Tomb. Okay, well, 16 lands by the way, and I've already got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Actually, maybe I should leave up 3 mana. Just in case I want to use the Blight Rot end step. We'll see. Yep. Well, never seen this one before. So when this enters, draft a card from Adaptive Armorer's Spellbook, and it does a bunch of stuff. Crowbar, yeah. So an equipment-based thing, sure. Put it on the battlefield, and when an equipment enters, attach it to a target creature you control. Well, Inversion is going to kill them regardless. And he's done this one, and then it's going to attack that one. Well, I guess I better kill it in response. So that's going to make a 2/2. And I guess I'm just going to Blight Rot now. And I can then play a tapped because I haven't got any others in there. So I've only got 2. So yeah, to play a tapped Overgrown Tomb. Well, hopefully this Eclipsed Elf and Gathering Stone can help with my hand because it's quite bad. I might want to probably play the Eclipsed Elf first, maybe, because the Gathering Stone doesn't reduce that elf down. And whoa, you gotta be kidding me. Good beats. Yeah. What are the chances of that, hey, happening? 2 rares in a row? Sure. There goes my Embrace as well. Well, I do have... Do I not have the Changeling Witch? Destroys enchantments, and I actually have this. I do have the. Oh, is that gone to the bottom? The 3 mana kill a flying creature. Guess I want to get the Dissident down so I can maybe get the Reaper back, but I think I'm actually gonna gathering stone here. And put that into my hand. Sure, there we go. What are the chances of red? What is going on? This is crazy. Well, I need to kill that, so I need to keep that. This is ward 2, so it's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana. 8 mana, so I need to keep up 5, so I've got 3 left. By removing 3 counters from stuff, so I can't quite do it, so maybe I 2, 3, 4, 5. Guess I can eulogist. Actually, maybe I'll hit this the chomp. I thought I had that. I don't. Okay, well, I guess I'm taking the Lissalana anyway, but if I attack, they're just going to block, so there's no point in doing that. Maybe they'll activate the Bree on the adaptive armor and then I can get it with... Oh, this is instant, isn't it? Creature with flying, so why can't I target? Why is that not highlighted? Maybe because I don't have priority, but I should be able to kill the adaptive armor. It's not indestructible, is it? +1/+1 for each aura, and then that. Like, what are the chances of them drafting the Thram power suit and then into Everstrike's gift? Yep. Well, gotta go for it because I can't do anything else. Has a feeling they've got, well, sure. Into Vine Brawler. Guess I just want to try and dump my hand, don't I? Actually, I should probably attack before I commit too much. So that's... So again, I don't mind... Oh, they got... No. Again, I don't mind having creatures in my graveyard because of the Morkant's Eyes. Though, hopefully I don't mill them. I need to behold, so it's... Yeah, behold an elf. Land, on the land and topsoil, and then I'm just going to dump. So yeah, I'm just going to dump my hand. Because the Vine Bread Brawler will need to be blocked, but with them having that bounce as well, so it's like 3 triggers now. So yeah, I'm just looking for Morkant's Eyes. And then that would be 1, 2, 3, 4. Only 4 creatures, sure. So now these are the broken alchemy cards that I would know of, not like my one. Like, that's not broken, not compared to adaptive armor and the other rare that I've got. It's like, why can't I've got some alchemy cards that are busted like that? I'm assuming you'd suit up the power suit, because then that would be a +1/+1, so that'd be a 2/2 on it as well. So it'd be an 8/7, is that right? Because it gets +1/+1 for each. It's not each other, so it's each, so it counts itself as well. Yeah, I guess I can give the eulogist. I think if I need to blight first. I guess I can let this go off. And that's got death touch, but the thing is that's got flying. So honestly, I might just mill that. It doesn't do anything. Reveal it. It just has death touch. Yeah, I think I'm going to decline and put that into the bin. Now do I want to surveil? And I think I will. Actually, maybe I can get something back with the Eclipsed Elf. Can I actually... maybe I need to get the Reaping. It's too slow, I think. Yeah, I think I'm just going to draw for turn. Okay. It's a little bit awkward. Could blight 2 onto here and maybe get back another Eclipsed Elf. So I've got 14 cards. Oh, I misunderstood. So during exile tile covering your graveyard, during your turn you may cast creature spells from one card. Oh, by removing 3, gotcha. By removing 3 counters. Okay, so I guess I want to put another stop on. I think I actually need to attack. Well, this creature must be blocked. No. So yeah, it doesn't really work. So because that creature must be blocked. So if only I could force a block on a menace. So yeah, there's no point in attacking. It's just ridiculous. Oh, might as well take that off because I can't surveil now. I'm going to have to decline that, I think. I'm going to have to bin that. That's gone into land, yeah. Come on, deck. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I've got 5 and 12 left lands. But yeah, I'm just dead, aren't I? Because they can just give it flying. That's really unfortunate, that is. Oh, so unfortunate that they had that bounce. That... yeah. I guess I should have done it because I think they were... I don't think they were tapped out. I think they had like maybe 1 mana up, but them having that flash, then bounce it back. But then there's 2 of them as well. Oh, that's so frustrating. Like if they didn't have that protection creature, then I think I would have won that game easily. Frustrating. Anyway, let's go on to the next. Changeling Chomper, I think, is what I'm trying to think of, if I've got one or not. Well, yay for 1 lander. No, that's a mulligan. And top soil turner I'm just going to get rid of because it just does nothing in my hand. So, and again, I can cast everything, so I think I'll keep that. So yeah, that tree folk thing, not too sure about. Maybe I need to change that out into something else. Okay, so next turn, I don't even know if I need to make forests, honestly. I suppose I can make one so I can guarantee a cast of the Moon Vigil. Well, I guess I'm not anymore. Okay, should probably still elf. And again, I might need to grab a forest if I need to. Yeah, let's take the Dawnhand Dissident. They can double spell the next turn. Sizzling Changeling, so maybe these are elementals? Oh, don't know if there's green elementals. Oh, actually. Oh, really? I think I should get that down. I guess I can make a forest. So if I play this, make a forest, then cast the Safe Right, is that right? Oh, it's in your graveyard, isn't it? You have 2 in your graveyard. So I guess I could offer the trade. So can possibly Perennial Grave Warden next turn. And then I can... These games! Seriously? Well, hopefully a 6/6... Well, I was going to say, hopefully a 6/6 is hard to beat because of with green and red they're having trouble with big creatures, but then they've got white. Yeah, no, they're going to be able to do it. Well, okay, now I was debating not to attack because they might have had their Convoke card, but now I absolutely will be attacking for 6. There isn't any 1-mana Convoke killer creature on attack, so they will absolutely do that. And I think I probably want to get this down again just to start growing it. Oh, I just missed a point of damage, is that right? Yep. Oh well, missed a point of damage. And a pummeler, sure. So I'm assuming they're probably going to try and double block then, aren't they? And a forest. So they double block 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, there's no point in attacking, I don't think. Maybe I can stabilize. So then next turn I can then brawl at this because this has to be blocked. So if they don't have another creature, that will be pretty good. Maybe they forget that the brawler has to be blocked. But yeah, the white is what's scaring me at the moment. Interesting to know what they're actually splashing for. I'm a bit confused how they were able to... I guess I don't understand the spell too much, but... Oh, what? Yeah, okay. That's a little bit awkward with attacking next turn. Then choose a card, exile this way until end. So X is 2, so they've got nothing. So it has to go to hand. The fact, yeah. This is sorcery only, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. I guess I want to get back my dissident unless I actually just trade it away. Then I can't cast it next turn, but maybe it's best to do that. Though I suppose they're going to just cast another pummeler, so... Oh, if you control 3 or more creatures... that's a little bit awkward. Okay, I might hold on to that. No. And wait another turn, and then maybe Creekwood, safe right, can attack for that next turn. So hopefully I just draw a creature. But yeah. At least my 8/8's a good blocker at the moment, but them drawing Pummeler into Pummeler's very awkward. I need to find removal. Like, where's my removal spells? Alright then. I have a feeling though that they're just going to draw out of this and it's not looking good because I am absolutely losing this. Yep. That soul immolation is just what's done it for me, I think, here. So I have to block. It's 12, 22. You should absolutely be attacking, mate, yeah. It's until end of turn, so if I chump with the Creekwood, take... So it's still 12... Okay, yeah, I think I'm actually dead, aren't I, then? Because if I block here, so block there, so that's 12. Yeah, I'm just dead. I'm just dead. Yeah, that's really unfortunate. Really unfortunate. Well, he must have a combat trick as well, so I'm just going to scoop it up. Yeah, that soul immolation was just, well, not what else I can say really, other than super unlucky. I thought I was absolutely going to dominate there, but just that one card literally turned the tide for them. Well, 2 losses, no wins. Maybe this Topsoil Turner I can have something else instead. Again, it's just a nice, I guess, a 2/4 for 4, which can have some upside. Again, it's not amazing, and yeah, I think it's just variance. I think 16 lands and flooded out a little bit there as well near the end, but anyway, let's go on to the next, and hopefully we can get at least 1 more win. Again, the deck's not that bad. Come on. Anyway. Okay, welcome back. Here we are for our game number 3 with currently 2 losses and 0 wins. So hopefully we can at least get another win. And I think this is okay. A little bit awkward with the removal. But hopefully I can draw a green source and maybe want to blight on my upkeep to try and get a green source. Yeah, okay, I'm going to blight on upkeep, try and hit a green source for the Morkant's Eyes, and then hopefully then the Surveil on the Morkants can help me. So, looking for green source, there we go. Again, Topsoil Turner not doing anything here with 0 forests. And, okay, so they've missed. That's probably still worth keeping because then I can start blighting onto that. But I don't really need to, because the next turn I can just Gathering Stone with the swamp I've currently got in hand. Another green, red and white deck by the looks of things, so... And Elvish Elegy is probably actually good to keep. Do I want to do that? I think I probably do, because I might want to Bog Slither's Embrace. Yeah, I think I'm going to Bog Slither's Embrace the Farmer. The Farmer's just so good. Whoa. 2 lands, and I guess I'll take the Forest. Can Forest, because I have played a land. This taps for 2, does it? No, just the 1. It does tap, so why is that saying elf in my graveyard? Oh, only 1 elf. For some reason I thought it was more than 1. Okay, so I can tap 2, play the Topsoil Turner. Forest will get that, and I think I'm just going to Blight, kill this, and Blight this thing? Sure. And I can also then Blight 1. Maybe. No, because I guess I could get that back, but might not be worth it. Like there's only 1 creature I can get back at the moment, so it's not really worth it. I might Blight 2 anyway onto the Topsoil turn. Maybe I can actually surveil a elf into the graveyard with it and then get it back. Oh yeah, just notice 4 colour from the opponent. Liminal Holes, what are you going for? The Dissident or the Morkan's Eyes is the question. Okay, well, I guess I'll just surveil 1 then onto the Alyssa Lana. Yeah, don't want that mount. Sorry, don't want that land. Don't want that land. And elf. Reveal, that's pretty good. That's another way to refuel. And I might as well take the changeling here now. So yeah, I don't really need to make any forests. But I guess it's something else to do, I suppose, if I'm not using it as an attacker or blocker. So what's that? 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8. So I guess I'm looking for either the 3 mana kill destroy an enchantment, or even now the is it Blighted Tree, the 3 mana site which I can cast to get my creatures back. So still got a couple of removal spells left as well in the deck. Nothing, okay. That's a bit sus. So we will keep that on top. They're going to do something in response. They could have the 3 mana flying creature, I suppose, still in their hand, which is holding priority. And then they know about the Brawler. and they've decided to pack it in. Well, I am not going to complain. I think I deserved at least one win with the deck. But yeah, maybe they were missing colours, or they just felt their hand couldn't deal with the board state. Anyway, let's go on to the next one. Okay, let's see if we are... So we're on the draw with an okay hand. Maybe I can Perennial turn 2, maybe Creekwood turn 3 into Morkant's Eyes. Again, Topsoil Turner looking pretty bad again in the hand. I suppose getting a 2-2 Menace is probably okay. Okay, so we've got an Iron Shield Elf, so another elf deck. So Bonk Slither Embrace is probably what I might have to do next turn. Or I can Creekwood and then do that. Guess I could force them to... Okay, they didn't attack, so they like their hand. Okay. So at the beginning of the game, I said if a creature entered and a creature died, return this. So may well attack and see if they want to do anything. No, they do not. Well, this land is pretty unfortunate, up against another elf deck. Oh, this is really unfortunate. Like, I've got to hit at least a land, haven't I? Off of this. There we go. Well, I think I still have to take the land. And you know what, I think I'm going to Morkant's Eyes and try and get some set up my draws, because my draws have been pretty poor. Yeah. Take 5 out of 10. Doesn't look promising though, this deck. Sorry, this game. Surveil land, or keep the land. Well, I probably should have Topsoil Turner, never mind. I think I'm just off of it at the moment, and think I might have to stay back. Yep. And I guess I'm just playing this now as a 2-1 because, yeah, I need to, I think. I suppose I did mess up actually with a Topsoil Turner. Ah, that was a punt. Should have topsoiled and then I could have... No, I wouldn't have been able to blight it though. Well. That does nothing. Another Morkant's Eyes. Okay, do I need to sacrifice this? That's 6 mana to sacrifice. I can't do it. Okay, maybe I need to get 2 down. Just because of my surveilling. But them having that Blossoming Defense is probably what's going to do it. Yeah. Ah, man, had such high hopes for this draft as well. It's really unfortunate. Really unfortunate. Might need to keep that 5. Probably not, actually. I need to find removal for the pummeler. That doesn't do anything. Yeah, I'm going to take too much damage next turn because I have to block the pummeler and then these get to swing in, so... yeah. 1 win, 3 losses. Not exactly where I was expecting this deck to go. But I think it was basically from that second game which really did it for me, that having those 3 rares in a row. Yeah, not particularly great. I guess maybe this deck was missing. Like, the really unfortunate, actually, the Alchemy cards that I got were pretty mediocre in terms of like power level versus some of the other Alchemy cards that probably are in the format. But anyway, can't dwell. Thank you again for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.